Hey studs, it's that season again. That's right, shirtless season. If you want to impress the ladies during this season and have some pride, then the exercise for you is the clean and jerk. Take a look at this poor kid before the clean and jerk was introduced into his life. Excuse me, I noticed you around. I think you're really pretty. Can I have your number?
Do you even clean and jerk?
No. Stupid thing. It won't open.
Oh my god, go ahead. Hurry up.
Way to fail, stud. After that performance, you need some practice with the clean and jerk. That's right, start off with some small weight. And those of you at home, make sure to be on even ground. Man, this guy really needs help.
Oh my god, someone please help him.
Man, this guy's bound to hurt himself. Let's get some tips from an expert. Knowledge! Let's go, Dr. Dargo.
What would be a common injury due to the clean and jerk?
Probably the most common injury is to the lower extremity. Knee is probably one of the most outstanding due to bad form. The second probably most common injury is lower back, also coming from bad form, bad execution of the exercise.
Those injuries are mainly for beginners. This is what they look like once you're a professional.
Ew!
That's right, and nobody wants to look like that. Let's get some more tips.
The prevention method should be proper technical development of the exercise. So the most important key concept for success is proper form, where the athlete is executing a clean and jerk without any weight.
What would be good strengthening workouts to prevent certain injuries like these?
When it comes to actual strengthening, the front squat and the deadlift are the most appropriate preparation exercises that serve two purposes. One is to improve technique, two to prevent injuries.
Let's start with the basics. The anatomical position. This reference position, with the subject standing in an upright posture, facing straight ahead, with feet parallel, close, and palms facing forward. Let's talk about planes next. Not the ones in the sky, the ones of your body, silly. First, we have the frontal plane. This is where abduction and adduction occur along the sagittal axis. Next, we have the sagittal plane, where flexion and extension occur along the frontal axis. And last, we have the transverse plane. This is where internal and external rotation occur along the longitudinal axis. Next, we have contractions. There's two types of contractions. Eccentric, going with gravity, and concentric, going against gravity. Next on the menu, we have levers. There are three types of levers. First class lever. This one is highly appreciated in the extension of the elbow, as our stud here is raising the bar. That's right, ladies, raising the bar. Second class levers. This is observed as the foot is lifted off the floor. Third class lever. This happens as the elbow is being flexed. Now back to the movements in the planes. Flexion. Face palm. Extension, as in, do you have some money? Adduction. I think I have an itch. Abduction. Hey look, my arm disappeared. Elevation. Does this make me look like Michael Jackson? Depression. Don't worry guys, not that kind. Upward rotation. Teacher, I have a question. Downward rotation. Man, that itch won't go away. Internal rotation. This makes me look tough. External rotation. Yep, still look tough. Pronation. Look at my right hand. Supination. Hey, I have a left hand. Anterior pelvic rotation. Back that thing up. Posterior pelvic rotation. I'll put it back away. Plantar flexion. Sexy leg. Dorsiflexion. Not so sexy leg. To prepare for the clean and jerk, here are some stretching and strengthening exercises. The piriformis stretch. Really stretch that out. The quad stretch. This one takes a little bit of balance. Hamstring stretch. Try and get your knee real close to your chest. left shoulder stretch. And don't forget, you're also going to want to do the right shoulder stretch. Can't leave anything out. Next are the strengthening exercises. First, we're going to start off with the frontal squats. In this maneuver, it's really going to strengthen your quadriceps, and at the same time your hamstrings will help you from falling on your gluteus maximus. Next are deadlifts. This is going to target your levator scapulae, trapezius, gluteus maximus, quadriceps, biceps femoris, and your abdominal muscles. The third workout is seated dumbbell press. You're going to work out your deltoids and your triceps brachii. Try not to brachii an arm.
So why those exercises?
Well, according to Thorndike and Woodworth's theory of identical elements, the 3 exercises chosen will benefit those who want to improve their skill in the clean and jerk. This theory holds that transfer of learning was largely a function of the extent to which the 2 tasks, including the practice and real-world conditions, contained identical elements. The more shared element, the more similar the 2 tasks, and the more transfer there would be. And you know it's right because their names are fancy. You have to remember, injuries do happen, so you want to strengthen and stretch as much as possible to prevent it, unlike this loser. There are 4 phases to the clean and jerk. First phase is the prep phase. In this phase, you're going to start off in a lowered squat. The hip is going to be flexed, the knee is going to be flexed, and the ankle is going to be dorsiflexed. There's going to be internal rotation of the glenohumeral joint and a slight horizontal abduction. The elbow is going to be extended and the hand is in a pronated state. Lifting phase. As you take off with the bar, the hip and knee extend and the ankle is plantar flexed. Elevation of the shoulder girdle, as well as an upward rotation and diagonal abduction of the glenohumeral joint occur. There is also a flexion of the elbow and wrist. The receiving phase. There's horizontal adduction and external rotation of the glenohumeral joint, depression and downward rotation of the shoulder girdle, and knee and hip flexion with dorsiflexion and knee and hip extension as you come back up. The last phase is the jerk phase. Upward rotation and elevation of the shoulder girdle occur, as well as internal rotation and horizontal abduction of the glenohumeral joint. As you prepare to take off for the jerk, the hip and knee are flexed and ankle dorsiflexed. Once you execute the jump, the hip and knee are extended and ankle plantar flexed. Once you land, the leg that is in the back will have an extension of the hip, a flexion of the knee, and a dorsiflexion of the ankle. The leg in the front will have a flexion of the hip and knee and dorsiflex of the ankle. Once you get the form down, you're going to walk into that gym with a new confidence. That's right, all those strengthening and stretching exercises really paid off. That's right, tough guy. Strut your stuff. Just remember, practice makes perfect. What a stud. Remember the poor kid at the beginning of the video? Well, look at him now.
Hey, I saw you clean and jerk the other day. Here's my number.
That's right, big guy. Blow her off completely.
Hey, pay attention to me.
Quick, now make her jealous and pick up that hot girl right there. There you go.
I thought he would be mine forever.
You thought wrong.